Hi everybody, it's October 6th. I'm going to do a short COVID card reading, tarot reading, okay, to look at the next few months. Sorry, it's Tuesday again. I honestly just get so busy on Mondays that by the time the day has passed, I'm like, So I think I'll just keep doing it on Tuesdays, but weekly. Okay, I hope that you're all well. I mentioned in my last video that I felt like something really positive was going to be happening in December or at the latest in the new year. I still feel that way. I feel like, as people gather more information, they might realize that most people are not going to die from COVID. And they might have more information about treatment as well. So I'm not saying what it is. I just have this feeling like at the end of November, December, at the latest, the new year, there's going to be a sigh of relief on the part of people all over the world. Even though numbers seem to be climbing right now, there's just going to be more information, better treatments, yeah, I don't think things are going to go back to the way they were. I'm sorry to say, like, that's not my feeling. That was my feeling in the beginning. That's not my feeling now. My feeling now is that, this has to run its course, and probably going to take 2 to 3 years to run its course. But as people start realizing what works and doesn't work, we will have more freedom despite certain restrictions. And if it was so dangerous, COVID, I don't think I'd be going to the grocery store and squeezing avocados. Don't think that would be happening, and I don't think that kids would be going back to school. So even though numbers are on the rise, I think that the people in positions of power know that very few people are going to be really seriously affected by it. And if you have been really seriously affected by it, by yourself or in your family, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to sound insensitive about it, okay? Just feel like I want an apology. Not just on my own behalf, but for all the people who have been severely traumatized by this whole thing. Okay, so let's do a reading. Okay. Okay. Here we go. The cards say it's okay to stop. I always shuffle before because I don't want to spend 5 minutes shuffling. Nobody wants to watch that. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. And that's cool too. Okay, I don't pick too many cards because I think people like shorter readings, but it's really interesting how the cards repeat themselves. I mean, people can be like, oh, tarot, you can't, it doesn't mean anything, whatever. But there are patterns that that occur in tarot that definitely make you sort of wonder about other forces at play, right? For example, we kept getting this card at the end. So this was the end reading for September, October, November, December. So this was the reading for December in the last few readings. It was the end card. Now it's in the middle, okay? So it's jumped ahead a little bit. So that's kind of interesting. But, that card kept popping up. This card, the Hanged Man, I don't remember. I might have seen this one before, but we haven't, I don't think, seen it in a while. And it's reversed, okay? So this card in the present, he's standing upright, and the Hanged Man is about relinquishing control and just accepting things the way they are. I think a lot of people are having a lot of difficulty right now. Like, things have sort of built up over the past 5 months or whatever. And even people who are doing really well and trying to be positive or make the best of it are starting to be really tired and frustrated. Little things are sort of setting people off now. They just want it all to be over with. But even if it is over with, it's like the damage has been done. People will still be fearful. We might not be hugging each other like we used to. People will be maybe scared to go to larger events, even if they want. It's going to take a while for this to sort itself out. So this card in the present moment, okay, October 6th, is indicating that people are having a hard time just sort of letting go of control and just sort of acknowledging that they are not in control. So I think it's true from what I've seen that people are having difficulty right now just because things have gone on for so long and everybody was kind of hoping it would all be over by now. And the next card, this is interesting, is the Fool card. Okay, so the Fool is sort of like the playful, childlike self that doesn't really worry about anything. But the Fool reversed is a fool that is willing to take some precautions and be a little bit more careful about what they do. Okay, so what we see is, we're moving into October. There's like, this, like this, okay, saying, can't relinquish any more control. Like, this is just getting too hard for people. People are wanting to have a sense of control again over their lives. Whatever changes, sacrifices they've made, there's now some building frustration. Maybe you feel like screaming now and then. And then the Fool comes up, and the Fool is reversed, and the Fool is like, okay, let's just do whatever we want. Let's just play. Let's be crazy. Let's ride a motorcycle 200 kilometers down, or faster down the highway without a helmet, for example. Like we're just going forward, not worrying about the consequences. But the Fool reversed is like saying, no, no, no. We will go forward and be playful and be crazy or do what we need to do, but we're going to be responsible. We're going to be careful. So that's kind of interesting. So with the pent-up frustration, it looks like people are going to start making a move towards having more fun, taking more chances, but not in a really irresponsible way, just in a way that says, we need to live, we need to have fun, we can't continue living completely in fear anymore. That is what it looks like the cards are saying. So that is for the month of October and early November. Then we get this card again, the visionary card, of looking into the future and imagining how beautiful and great things could be and having a sort of positive feeling about the future, looking ahead and understanding sort of what's happened, what you've experienced in your life, and having a vision, and a strong sort of balanced perspective about, what we're looking forward to. So that, is in the next month. So, early November. It was later before, so it looks like that's coming sooner. And this is a really beautiful card right next to this card, which would also be for like November, maybe towards the end of November. And we've seen this card before. This is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a really beautiful card because it's all about, they made it, right? You can see they've got their arms in the air and they've made it, and the Wands, even though it's more about sort of projects and energy and work and things like that, in this case, it's an emotional card too. It's like, we've made it, we've come this far, and we're going to celebrate. Like, we have actually, maybe with respect to our situation with COVID, we can say we survived. But maybe it even goes more deeply than that to say, we've gone on this very difficult personal journey around examining like what's important to us, what our values are. And some of the changes that have come about have been positive, like people spending more time in nature, making some healthy choices, maybe couples working out their differences because they can avoid each other anymore, maybe families getting closer because, they had to spend more time together. But there is this sense of success and celebration and like sort of like an exit, like, okay, we did it, we got this far. So that's interesting. And the Ace of Pentacles, we haven't seen really any positive cards with respect to money, or I don't really remember seeing any cards, and I've been nervous about it just because I know that a lot of businesses are struggling and a lot of people have been laid off, and we know that certain businesses are doing really well and others are collapsing. But this hand is sort of projecting into the future. Okay, so You know, we read for like October, November, December sort of thing, December, January. This card is indicating, you know, new beginnings. The ace is about new beginnings. There are going to be some new beginnings. There's going to be some positive things, forces at play with respect to finances, the material world successes and stuff like that. It's an offering. The hand is coming out. It's offering. It's like saying there is something coming up for people in the new year that's going to be really positive about money, which I didn't really expect to see in the cards because, you know, I've been feeling a bit concerned about that. But that's what the cards are saying there's going to be some sort of momentum, some sort of turning around. And something really great is going to happen in the new year. And we also have this card, which we've seen a number of times. It's really interesting. It sort of like comes straight, you know, face up and then reverse, face up and reverse. And this is all about relationships and friendships and, you know, keeping your priorities in mind as far as, you know, how you relate to people, whether it's your husband, wife, your cousin, your grandma, your children, you know, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. It doesn't matter. This card is reminding us, be careful. Be careful. There's going to be a strain on relationships, and you have to remember who is looking out for you. You know, who do you care about? Who cares about you? This is really what is at the crux of all this. We have to remember this. It's all about people, you know. It's all about people, and it's all about caring. That's what's most important, despite everything, okay? So we need to keep that, you know, in our minds no matter what's happening, right? People do love you. People care about you. There are people looking out for you. You're not alone, okay? So that's the reading for today. Sorry I'm one day late again. I think I'll just stick to Tuesdays. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any comments, please leave them for me down below. Thanks a lot. Okay.